Converting a high percentage of third downs in the NFL is one of the hallmarks of an elite offense. And if you look at where the final four teams in the NFL finished last season, the Packers, the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Buccaneers, they all finished in the top 9 in terms of conversion percentage, with all teams converting at least 44% or more of their third downs. To all my 12s out there, you might be asking, what about the Seahawks? Tune in today as I break down what might be Seattle's biggest Achilles heel heading into this season. Roll the clip.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah, here comes the.
Team Steezy family, welcome back to yet another installment hosted by yours truly. If you're new to this channel or if this is your first time here, Calvin-Domingo is the name, Steezy A. Smith is the game. Why not do us a solid? Show a brother some love. Be sure to join the family, hit that subscribe button for us. Don't forget to also leave us a like, drop a comment, as that helps us out tremendously with the algorithm. And last but not least, follow us on our socials at Steezy A. Smith to keep up to date in both the sports world and the art world. You're tuning to Steezy A, and let's hop right into it, shall we? For the Seahawks to capitalize on all their top 100 talent on the roster and for them to be able to advance past the divisional round for the first time since the 2014-2015 NFL season, it's real simple. They got to be able to extend drives. No team with as much top-tier talent, at least offensively, as the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Chris Carson, along with the top-tier offensive lineman and Dwayne Brown, should be finishing anywhere near the bottom of the league in terms of the total number of 3-and-outs in the last couple of seasons. That's just simply unacceptable. Last season, the Seahawks finished 3rd in the NFL. That's right, they finished 3rd in the NFL in terms of average starting field position, as they started on average at about the 31.1 yard line every single drive. However, that advantage was seemingly negated by the fact that they converted a horrible percentage of their third downs last season. They finished behind teams such as the likes of the Jaguars, the Broncos, the Washington football team, the Panthers, all teams that, if I'm not mistaken, had pretty anemic offenses last season. And so for Seattle to finish in the top 10 in other scoring categories in terms of putting up yardage as well, there's no way they should be among the likes of some of those bottom feeders. No disrespect at all to some of those teams. Those teams have defenses, the Washington football team and the Broncos namely, but those offenses were anemic to say the least. And for Seattle to finish with the likes of them, bottom of the barrel, well, that is saying a lot. And okay, you could attribute a lot of those miscues, or you could attribute a lot of those mistakes on third down to a lot of things. You could point to coaching, you could point to bland play calling, you could point to the lack of adjustments, you could point to injuries, you could point to players just struggling in certain matchups. There's a lot of things that go into it, but one thing that I do know is that it doesn't help defenses. You're putting a lot more pressure on defenses if for every 10 trips or for every 10 times a team faces a third down and you're not even converting 4 of those 10 third down attempts, then there's a problem. Seattle finished 27th in the NFL, the bottom 5 in the NFL, at 38.4% was their conversion rate on third down. And while third down percentage isn't necessarily the end all be all to fielding a great offense, the fact of the matter is all great teams at least are able to not only avoid third down, but when they do hit third down, they're able to convert on third downs when it matters. And with Seattle, there was simply way too many 3-and-outs last season. There was simply way too much in terms of plenty of third and longs. Seattle was just in a bad situation the entire year, every single time they faced third down. And converting less than 40% is just not ideal, not especially if you're going to be able to match up with teams like the Chiefs, the Packers. The Packers, for crying out loud, finished first, converting over 50% of their third downs. And like I said, it's not the end all be all, but it does help in terms of winning football games when games are close at the end. It does help with scoring more points. You're able to put more points on the board. You're able to take less pressure off of your defense. And so maybe that's one of the reasons why Seattle's defense has struggled so immensely the last couple of years. The fact that the offense is unable to sustain drives, the fact that the offense is continuously stalling on third down, the fact that they're continuously getting off the field on third down, that's not going to help anyone's defense. That being said, I do believe that Seattle does have a potential solution. I understand a new offensive coordinator Shane Waldron has never called plays in the NFL before, but let's not act as if he does not have a great support system. He has a great, well-run organization and a franchise in Seattle. He has a great front office led by John Schneider and Pete Carroll, a great coaching staff led by Pete Carroll, great talent all around him, a great quarterback, Russell Wilson, great skill position players, DK, Tyler, Dwayne Eskridge could be a problem, Gerald Everett could be a problem, Rashad Penny if he's ever able to stay healthy. And so Shane Waldron has a lot at his disposal. He does come from an elite coaching tree, and I know some of those haven't exactly panned out, but let's see. We'll really see. I mean, I honestly believe that he's in the best situation as far as new offensive coordinators in their new roles for their new teams. And if he ends up failing, then maybe there's a deeper problem in Seattle. Let me know in the comment section down below, what is Seattle's biggest flaw heading into the season? What's one thing that Seattle has to work on for them to take that next leap into potentially getting back to another Super Bowl? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And one last thing, how crucial is third down in the NFL? That marks the end of this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more content. Nothing but love. All glory to God, and Steezy out. Again, this video is gonna be dedicated to Mr. Todd Nas. While that concludes this video, we have loads of other content. You don't have to stop watching there. Other content on our channel homepage, as well as our social media platforms. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for us. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Nothing but love, and Steezy out.